Hi there. Today we will be doing our break and remake sheets, and we will be on page 163. So go ahead and get that out, get it ready. I am going to go over some of these with you, but not all of them. Some of the harder ones. Remember, if you need a paper to line these up, you can. We will be working on the chunks sorry, not ank, ink, onk, and unk. Okay, so those will be our chunk section. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight this yellow to remember that that's where I want to write my chunk section. My chunks. And you will be practicing saying the first sound or first sounds, and then the chunk, and then snapping it together and saying it quickly. I'm not going to go over the ones that just have one letter in front of the chunk because those are easier. So I'm just going to go over some of the ones, the H brothers and the blends. So I'm going to skip down to this word, and I'm going to highlight the vowel and everything after the vowel. So my vowel is I, and I'm going to highlight everything after it. So my chunk is ink. I'm going to go all the way over to my chunk section and write ink. That one's a tricky one. And this is why this is one of the ones I'm picking, because the IMK should say, well, it's that I kind of sounds like a long E. So if you see ink, it actually kind of sounds like ink. It's very odd. So we have ink, and then let's take a look at what we have before it. A TH, which has an H, and we know that that is an H brother. So TH would go under my H brother column. All right, I want you to sound it out with me and then snap it back together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ink, think. And we remake it over here. This is the word think. I think. I'm going to skip down to this one. And you can just watch as I do this and then do it on your own so that you're not having to skip lines, because that might be hard for you. You might accidentally put these in the wrong spot. But I'm going to highlight my vowel and everything after my vowel. My vowel is U, and I'm going to highlight the U and everything after the U. And my chunk is unk. So you're going to bring your unk over to the chunk column. I'm going to look at what comes before my chunk, and I see a CH, which is an H brother. It says ch, 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 ch. So under H brother, I'm going to write the CH. On the count of 3, sound it out with me. 1, 2, 3. Ch, unk, chunk. And then I remake the word over there. And please make sure you're writing it correctly and you're not forgetting any of the important letters. My next word, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to highlight my vowel, A, and everything after it. My chunk is ink. Ink. Then I'm going to highlight my other color, what comes before it, which is 2 letters. There is no H. It's not an H brother. It's a blend, and it's one of the ones that I told you is one of the hardest blends because it sounds like a J. It's dr, dr, dr. And so this is a blend. I'm going to write it underneath my blend column. Please make sure your D is going the correct way. On the count of 3, I want you to sound it out with me. 1, 2, 3. Dr, ink, drink. Did you get that? Drink. I drink some water. Okay. My next one, I'm going to highlight my vowel and everything after it. My vowel is I. My chunk is ink. Remember that I is saying the long E sound for some reason. Ink. And then this is a B. If you don't remember, please make sure you're drawing your B, C, D. To remember, oh, this is a B. And I see a BL, so it's going to blend together. And I'm going to put it under blend. Bull, bull. It's not the bull, it's bull. Okay, blends together. On the count of 3, sound it out with me. 1, 2, 3. Bull, ink, blink, blink. You can blink your eyes. I think, okay, I'll do a couple more with you. Actually, I think you can get this one. Just notice that in SK it says sk, sk. I'm going to skip down to this one because this one's a little harder. I'm going to highlight my vowel and everything after my vowel. My vowel is I. After is, says ink. My chunk, go under the chunk column, say ink. And then I'm looking before it and I notice an R. So I see a blend, but I also see an H brother. So I'm actually going to write this under my H brother. Sure, sure. Okay, it's not sure, it's sure, sure. On the count of 3, sound it out with me and see if you can figure out the word. 1, 2, 3. Sure, ink, shrink. Your shirt might shrink in the dryer. And then the very last one I'm going to do with you is this one. I highlight my vowel and everything after my vowel, and I see U is my vowel. Everything after. My chunk is unk. And this is another blend, and it's one of the hardest ones. So the DR is a hard one, and the TR is a hard one, because that one kind of sounds like CHR. Tr, tr, tr. All right, so I'm going to write this under blend. Go ahead and on the count of 3, sound it out with me and see if you can say the whole word put back together before me. Tr, I didn't count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Trunk, trunk. Might put something in the trunk if there's not room in the car. So I want you to make sure you go through and do the rest on your own. I just wanted to go over those ones with you. Notice that we didn't go over any of the ones with an O. That word family is going to say unk, unk. Okay, not you can sound out because the O just says ah, unk, unk. All right, good luck. Make sure you use a paper if you need to so you can stay in line, and make sure you put your blends under your blend column, your H brothers under your H brother column. If it's only one letter, it goes in the first column, and your chunks go in your chunk column. And always make sure you remake the word correctly on the remake column.